In this video, we will be exploring the Shrek universe and ranking its villains from worst to best. We will take a look at the range of villains in Shrek, from forgettable foes to memorable antagonists, and analyze their impact on the franchise. So, stay tuned as we count down from the least impressive to the most iconic villains in the world of Shrek. Taking the 8th spot on the list is Humpty Dumpty, who unfortunately fell short in terms of being an engaging and consistent character. In the movie Puss in Boots, Humpty Dumpty, who was once Puss' childhood friend, became bitter and vengeful when Puss gained recognition as the town hero. Despite his attempts to seek revenge through cunning and planning, Dumpty's portrayal lacked power and intrigue. His betrayal was even expected by Puss himself, and it was not until the final act of the movie that his true intentions were revealed. This resulted in a lack of a compelling antagonist for the majority of the film's duration. Moving on to the 7th position, we have the dragon, who initially presented herself as a fearsome monster, keeping Fiona imprisoned in the tower. She posed a significant threat and even posed a near-fatal encounter for Shrek, forcing him to flee with the princess. The humorous aspect of Dumpty's ability to charm and eventually have offspring with the dragon added some depth to her character. However, despite these moments, the dragon remained primarily a one-dimensional plot device. She served to sustain a threat in the middle of the first Shrek movie and later eliminated Farquaad without the main heroes needing to directly intervene. Coming in at number 6 is Prince Charming, who may have been an annoyance throughout the Shrek movies, but his character was undeniably well-developed and memorable. Despite his irritating presence, Charming's persistence was commendable. His initial plan to make Fiona fall in love with him, with the support of the fairy godmother, was actually quite clever. Additionally, his ability to rally the monsters of far, far away showcased his charisma within the Shrek universe. Furthermore, his sinister attempt to kill Shrek in a rigged duel was unexpectedly intense and showcased the true extent of his villainous nature. While Charming may have been obnoxious, the threat he posed was undeniably real. Taking the number 5 spot is the conniving Rumpelstiltskin, who can be considered the most manipulative character in the entire Shrek franchise. He cunningly exploited Shrek's desperation to relive his past, ultimately erasing him from history and creating a world where Rumpel reigned supreme. This makes Rumpel the most successful antagonist in the Shrek series, especially considering his underdog status at the beginning of the first movie. However, despite his accomplishments, Rumpel has a significant flaw that hinders his appeal to the audience: he lacks charisma. As a result, every scene involving him becomes a tiresome and bothersome experience. Coming in at number 4, we have Farquaad, who was undoubtedly Shrek's most iconic antagonist. As Shrek's first villain, Farquaad left a lasting impression on audiences. What set him apart from his successors was his originality, allowing the writers to fully explore his character and create a truly unique persona. Farquaad's comically evil personality made every scene he appeared in captivating. One memorable instance was when he cruelly tormented the gingerbread man by breaking off his legs and marching them towards him. Moreover, Farquaad had a disturbing yet intriguing vision for his kingdom, as he sought to rid it of fairy tale creatures. This made him undeniably wicked, but also focused on his goals. Moving on to number 3, we have Death, who proved to be the most intimidating villain in the franchise. Death played a significant role as one of the major antagonists in Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. There was very little to dislike about him. His design was visually appealing, he exuded a menacing presence, and he never overstayed his welcome. Furthermore, Death held a profound symbolic significance that potentially reflected Puss' own contemplation of mortality. Throughout Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, Death remained unstoppable, and Puss only managed to defeat him by accepting that there was no escape in the end. However, Death's only flaw was that he had to share screen time with other antagonists, which limited his presence and development. Coming in at number 2 is Jack Horner, a wealthy relic collector who openly embraced his evil nature. He was highly entertaining with his despicable actions, showing no remorse. In fact, he found joy in his crimes, leading to some hilariously comical moments in The Last Wish. One instance was when he casually asked his henchmen if they were chatty while contemplating whether to spare their life. Moreover, Horner posed a practical threat to the heroes as he single-handedly took on both Puss and the Goldilocks gang in the climactic conclusion of The Last Wish. This showcased his formidable fighting abilities and made him a worthy adversary. Taking the top spot at number 1 is the fairy godmother, who was undoubtedly Shrek's best-written enemy. She struck the perfect balance between being entertaining, spiteful, and menacing. Her cunning nature was evident as she almost succeeded in manipulating Shrek and Fiona into breaking up, all to aid Prince Charming in claiming the kingdom of Far, Far Away. Not only was the fairy godmother a master manipulator, but she also possessed immense power. Her magical abilities allowed her to transform her opponents into anything she desired, as demonstrated when she turned King Harold back into a frog. Additionally, she had her own memorable musical number, a lively twist on Bonnie Tyler's I Need a Hero. This modern fairy tale edition added a fun and intelligent dynamic to Shrek's list of adversaries. And that's the video. If you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing to my channel. Your support means a lot and helps the channel grow. Thanks for watching.